India's great success from 1991 till date has become because it has looked east from the time of Narasimha Rao and has continuously looked east till November 2019. India has brought down tariffs and customs, made imports cheaper, and opened ourselves to the world economy. Our successes and services is because we have an open economy, and we are able to provide software services to the rest of the world. While may not have succeeded in many manufacturings, in fields like automobiles, two-wheelers especially, we are dominating the world even in manufacturing. India's success has been that we have had several free trade agreements with lot of countries around the world. In 2007, we started negotiating a free trade agreement with ASEAN and tied up with it. Today, we can import from ASEAN goods at ASEAN countries at concessional goods. So it was expected that India would be an important part of the regional comprehensive economic partnership, which has been in negotiation since 2012. This partnership was supposed to consist of 16 countries including India, and since India pulled out in November 2015, there are only 15 countries which have signed it. Why did India drop out? What are its consequences? Let's take a look. Welcome back to Be Rich. Basically, the RCEP was supposed to include the Asian trade bloc, tie it up with India, China, Japan, then add on Australia and New Zealand. So it was basically an ASEAN initiative with the big three, China, India, Japan, along with the Australasian economies joining in to form a huge partnership. If India had joined in this, then there would have been 3 billion people in this group, and we would have had about 40% of the world, 35% of the world economy. India dropped out. Now they have 2 billion people in this group with about one third of the population, one third of the world's economy. India would have added another 5% to it. India pulled out of these negotiations in November 2019, citing two reasons. One, it did not agree to bring back tariffs to 2014 levels. Basically, what was the tariff in 2014? We would have to stick with it. India wanted specific guarantees that there would not be an import glut. While talks were going on, India pulled out. This is actually a disadvantage to India because as we have increased duties now for items like cell phone, air conditioners, etc., other countries will retaliate soon. The RCEP was signed yesterday in a virtual meeting of ASEAN members. All countries have 2 years to get their parliament to ratify it. Once it is ratified, the walls will come down into 15 countries. They will perform as one integrated unit with different currencies. This is moving towards the UU way without a common currency. This means India will be out of an important bloc. We don't have a great trading arrangement with the European Union. We will not have a great trading arrangement with our Asian partners. This means goods and services will not flow freely. But this is an oxymoron. If you are going to continue with your free trade arrangement with ASEAN, what will stop China and Japan, Australia, and New Zealand to sell their products to these countries? Do a small value addition in these countries for 10% and push our goods here. We will find it very difficult to compete with the world in the world. I do agree that India's manufacturing is not strong and we have to strengthen our manufacturing. But India's auto manufacturing became strong in spite of competition from global world. Today, it is Hero Motors, Bajaj Auto, and TVS which are dominating the market. After 25 years of open market, Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, other bikes have not made much any headway. Even in large bikes, it is not Harley Davidson, but the homegrown Bullet Enfield which is dominating the market. India should have had confidence in itself and joined this agreement. This would have meant easy access to export markets for our manufacturers. We would have struggled for 4 5 years. Our manufacturers would have become lean, mean, and hungry, forced by competition. The government would have also been forced to roll back several labor law measures which are in hindrance to our rapid growth in manufacturing. We seem to have scored a self goal by not participating in this. We cannot act as if China does not exist. Our supply lines with China are tight. We import API from China and we sell them bulk drugs and generics. Like the rest of the world, imports products from China, value adds and exports it back to China. It would have been a great thing for us had we tied up with this trading bloc. This would have meant we would have been exposed to competition. We would have become stronger. Also, this agreement covered services. So, where we are very strong, Indian software companies would have had an opportunity to expand into these countries even bigger and faster. These RCEP did not cover labor and environment acts. Everything else was covered. But over a period of time, as the walls dropped, it would have meant more Indians traveling to these countries which have signed RCEP. We would have exported surplus labor. All in all, it was a win-win situation. The only big block for India was that dairy products from Australia and New Zealand would have flown to India and created more trouble for us. India is the largest producer of milk, but our systems have not increased so much that we can make value added products out of milk. Australia and New Zealand are way ahead and would have put us under pressure. But even that, we would have learned several other techniques to make more products out of milk and become an exporter. There must have been short term pain, but definitely long term gain. India was short sighted in not joining the RCEP. There is no way that we can become a global power by not globalizing. Unless we join the global economy and globalize, there is no hope of us becoming a superpower. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. If you use Kindle, you can buy the book using the Kindle link given below. If you want a hard copy, send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would get in touch with you. At the very end, if you want to get in touch with me, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. I am grateful for your support of Be Rich.